did not kill your eardrums.
Alright, so, hello everybody. Devin's gonna be gone for about 30 more minutes because he's being a douchebag and having to run errands.
I'm done.
Right.
I
So,
work for a living.
I know, right? How dare he? So,
Stab him in his little fake bear ass.
Yeah, I don't know.
we do have a new player. I'm going to have to give you a temporary token.
Ooh, do the slug. Do it.
I'm not gonna give him the slug.
But it was the slug of all seeing. It was awesome.
Right, and that's why I'm not giving it to him. Because then he would be able to see everything. That was the god slug.
That was the best slug ever.
No, hand in the sink.
Alright, so there's that. Do I have another? I guess I'll steal Skedgens for yours. It's just a temporary one, so it'll work for now. It's... what race are you?
Me?
Again?
Dragon.
Yeah.
Born.
Do you have dark vision?
Do I have dark vision? I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Is that
Johnny, do Dragonborn get dark vision?
Well, you have potatoes. We're thinking about bringing potatoes, maybe some corn, throw them in.
Well, I do not know off the top of my head because I've never played one, but I will have an answer for you in probably 15 seconds.
Do onions and potatoes. Sliced onions and potatoes.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna be out.
Why are you attacking me?
That I need to restart because my shit's all fucked up.
And Chris has to turn his microphone up, so we'll see you when you get back, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I don't think I have dark vision or whatever that is.
Do not, no.
I don't know if you have any onions.
What the fuck, Peter?
Okay.
What did you name your character?
Torin.
Or
Corn, like some Italian seasoning, and
Because I didn't think Lee was appropriate.
cans of that. Wrap it.
what do you want your last name to be? You do need a last name.
Put them on that top grate.
I don't. I need a first name, which is a clan name, and I can have a middle name. Do I really need a last name?
Yes.
Yes, I want you to have a surname.
Uno momento, sir.
Hell's a pain.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I would be able to.
Second.
PC count. Initiative. So, do they have dark vision?
No.
So, let's say. So, you're going to have a 5x5. Still see your character. Copy. Here.
Yeah.
Go. Paste. Skeleton returns.
Oh, that's not what I... Oh. I was all excited for a second. I thought I found a cool new sample, and I didn't.
Get wrecked.
That was sad.
Alright. So do you see your token?
Talking to me?
Yes.
Do I see my token? Where would I see my token?
On the map in front of you.
Oh.
To do with horns.
Oh, sweet. I do now.
Cutie?
Okay. So move him around, please.
Yeah, how am I supposed to do that?
Click and move. You should have permissions. If you do not, let me know.
So, I'm not sure how to move here, just so you know. I have a...
Just drag and drop.
Okay.
Okay. Good. So on the left-hand side, you'll see a little ruler. That'll give you this little measuring tool.
Mhm.
Is that what
If
that
you
is?
need
I always thought it was some sort of hair comb.
If you need to, like, say you don't want it to go in the middle of a square and you want to measure from border to border, you just hold Alt, and that'll give you a more precise measurement.
Alright, technical difficulties here, hold on. So how do you get that thing to pop up again?
What little thing?
The little, like, range finder you just had?
So on the left-hand side, you see the ruler.
Yes.
Click it.
Gotcha.
There you
tracking.
go. Now hold Alt and measure. You see how the measurements, it doesn't snap?
Mm-hmm.
You can use that when you need like a more precise measurement. Also, if you need to move your token and you don't want it to snap to the grid, you can hold Alt.
Oh, I got a funny feeling I'm gonna be doing shit I don't mean to do, but okay. So
You should be fine.
the select move is to move it, and the ruler shows how far away it is. Okay.
Yeah, where's that sex slave?
I don't know. It's full arch. I think it's arch select or even back.
Ew.
Okay. All right. I got that so far.
Otherwise,
Alright. Did Johnny help you with any macros or anything?
I barely got all my stuff thrown together in time, sir. So.
Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Because I wasn't able to get my wolves set up the way that
Damn
I
right
wanted
you're okay
to.
with that.
Hey, I appreciate it, Johnny, by the way.
Wait,
Mm-hmm.
I got everything set up for like spells and bio and racials and something else, and I got it. I got
You got
equipment.
your character sheet done, from what I heard.
Kind of, yeah. The only thing I didn't finish was the equipment and weights because I couldn't figure out where that was, and I didn't really give a crap. I'm pretty sure I won't be overburdened at this point, so.
No, I'm not really having people pay attention because Devin already has a bag of holding for you guys to throw stuff in. So if you guys are encumbered, I have no idea why.
Good. Well, I now have a last name. Torn Chenier.
Alright, cool.
But that's not... I guess the Dragonborn also have clan names too, so I wrote that down somewhere, but that doesn't need to go on my character sheet, right?
No.
Good.
And then while we're waiting for Chris, I'm gonna give you a call separately, Don.
Okay.
I need to talk to you about some things real quick.
Yeah. Are they the secret things? I'm halfway into my vodka drink, just so you guys know. So, you said this started like an hour ago. I told my girlfriend, like, we gotta get. She's, here you go.
Can you go on do not disturb on Skype?
Do not disturb. Yes.
Why can't I call you? Oh, wait, no.
Because we're in
That's
a call.
Yeah, but I should still be able to call you, and it should put this call on hold. Oh well, I'm gonna mute myself. I'll talk to you in Discord. That works.
Okay. Hey.
Alright, buddy. So, basically, what I'm going to talk to you about is like how I'm going to introduce you to the party.
Okay.
Basically, you're not going to automatically be in the session because that would be kind of jarring just all of a sudden be like, hi guys, I exist.
Yep.
So, they're going to, right now they're still in the tavern and they have to do some things with the bartender. After I talk about, jeez, the light in here sucks ass. What's his name? What name did I give him? Okay, so after I talk about the sphere of influence growing, you're going to enter in. Basically, you are you were a hunter in the village, like just for saying that you lived here, this was where you lived for a time being.
Well, my background was I was a soldier, so can I be a soldier in your village?
Sure, you can be like a city guard.
Sure.
You can be a city military. Or village military, I guess I could call it.
Yep. In this village
you're gonna come in and...
that they're in right now?
Yes.
Okay.
And this village is called, I think I named it Brighthold, if I remember right. Shoot. Yeah, I called this area Brighthold. So you're going to be a soldier / guard of Brighthold. You're going to enter and talk to the party and basically ask them to join them. And you're very familiar with the region, so they can consult you. And if you don't want to make something up on the spot, you can just ask me.
Yeah.
That's completely fine with me. Damn you people. So then it goes back to the group. Alright. So other than that, you don't really need too much.
Okay.
If you need any information or anything, if you have any questions, if you don't want to make something up,
Yep.
all you got to do is ask me, and I'll take the cue and I'll roll it from there.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I will be doing a lot of that because it's been a long time since I've done this. But so far, you're going to talk about a sphere of influence, and they're going to be. That's when I'm going to be like, hey, hi. I'm a local, and I'm a guard here at Brighthold, and heard you guys were going to be moving on out. I'd like to come with you. And one of the selling points is I'm familiar in the region.
Yes, you're familiar with the region. You also know a little bit about the wizard that is causing changes in weather.
Okay, so lead in with that because that's on their way out, or just...
So that can be one of your selling points.
Gotcha.
As you're like, hey, I want to join up. I know about this wizard and some of the things that he's been doing, and yada yada yada. Let's see.
Or how about I've heard about it and I have know where it's supposed to be.
You've seen it.
Oh, I've seen it.
You haven't seen the wizard, but you've seen like the weather changes and whatnot.
Okay.
So there's that.
Everybody got upset with me because apparently I thought I could be like Cher or Madonna and just have one name.
Adventures, who wants to join? Like with region. Over that. That's right. Okay, so. Got it. Okay. You don't have a name for the wizard. You just know of the changes and that he is able to control beasts and other creatures of the region. Once I get done talking about his sphere of influence growing, that's when you are going to enter.
So they're going to be inside here, and I'm going to come on in. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to move your token to the entrance right there. Put your off to the side. And yeah, other than that, we're good to go. We can transfer back over to Skype. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. don't feel dumb if you don't know something. Down at the bottom, do you still have your nameplates like super big?
No, I made them all small.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. Alrighty, let's go and transfer back over to Skype and get this party started.
Yay, I'm sorry if I'm terrible. Thanks, bro.
Dude, it's all good. Hello there. Hello, can you hear me?
Nope.
Oh, if you're talking to us, yes, we can.
Okay. Alright. Got done talking to Torin. So, as a little bit of background, I've known Don for like something like 10 years now. Him and I play Achaea together. I'm slowly dragging him back into the game. He's kind of doing it, kicking and screaming, but it's okay.
Dude, I totally don't blame you.
Alright. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get in game while we're waiting for Devin. This will be a good opportunity for me to figure things out. We'll wait for the intro for you, Dawn, until Devin gets here. That way he'll, get an idea of who you are and whatnot.
Okay.
Alright. Fuck are people at Soroka? Alright. So, when we left off the last time, the bartender was fairly pissed off. Told Ordell to either shut the hell up or get the hell out of his tavern. Because Ordell would not cease talking.
That was terrible.
Yeah. So, Katarian was currently on his way out. The bartender, though, was trying to calm the situation as best as he could. The chief has already left, so we can delete him. You guys got your... Did you guys pick up the bag of gold that he tossed at you guys?
Yeah.
Alright. So, currently the situation is very tense. Even the villagers are fairly upset by what's going on. The bartender rushes over and looks at Katarian and says, "Hold on, please. I know things didn't go very well between the chief and you, but do know that he does not mean to insult you or anything that you stand for."
I wait for him to continue. He hasn't said anything of use to me so far.
He says, "If you would please, sit down. I have a lot of things that I needed to tell you about. You've aided this town, and if there's any information that I can give you that you would be interested in, I would be more than happy to share that with you. We do have something going on in the town. We do have something going on in the region as a whole. You came here seeking information. Feel free to ask at this point."
Well, the only information I care about is what's going on with my bears.
The bartender kind of walks back behind the bar and says, "Take a seat." Pours a couple of drinks for you guys and sets them on the bar. Says, "Free of charge, of course." He says, "To start off, I'm sorry for the way that things went with the chief and you know, that wasn't the way that it was meant to be at all. The chief is usually a fairly nice person, and I don't know what happened, but do know that I extend my sincerest apologies." With that, he continues. He kind of he picks up a glass and starts cleaning it out with one of his dirty rags, and He says, around these parts, the weather has been getting worse and worse. You can imagine it's fairly terrible here as it is, but for us to say that it's worse is pretty bad right now. The snow hasn't stopped for a long time. When you guys came was finally when we got even the slightest break. This is mainly by the cause of a wizard that has recently taken up a lodging somewhere around here. The wizard is very skilled in his ability to control creatures and control the weather, even with how strong he is at this point. Ever since he got here and he started gathering power, his sphere of influence has been growing, and we've been seeing increased activity of a lot of different creatures within our village, whether it ranges from bears to rabbits to anything. They come into the village and they either attack folk, they kill them, or they're dragged away. Says, I wish that I could tell you where he was or anything like that, but I don't know. Don.
This is me?
Yeah. This is, your cue to enter.
I'm not sure where you are here, so...
So they're fairly scattered around. You don't really have to. They're not going to move their tokens.
Hooray.
I'm
Ta-da.
sitting at the table in the
Theater
middle.
of the mind.
Alright, so, I'm gonna come in, and I, overhear this conversation, and I start talking about the, just how many bears there are, that it's been just crazy, and, just muttering about that, having to deal with that, and, order a drink, and, ask, what do you guys think about, you know, the bears and the, unnatural stuff that we've had around here?
The bears are glorious.
The bears are scary.
So,
As much as we want to protect the bears, I'm a little bit more concerned about what's making them go crazy.
yeah, I would agree. I explained myself a little bit. I'm actually a guard here at Brighthold, and we've seen that just the animals just acting very strange, and so we've had to deal with them, you know, trying to drag people off, and it's been just a constant fight with them, and the weather has been just all over the place. Mostly cold, a lot of snow. So, you know, a lot of people have been, the rumors, it's this magical person, this wizard, and so a lot of people are pretty mad about it, and we believe that he is to the, I'm not quite sure. Where do I believe him
South.
to be? To the south?
South.
Yeah. We're pretty sure that he's to the south, because that's where the weather seems to be sometimes the most concentrated, but take a big gulp of my my drink and start murmuring about the damn bears again. And
What'd you do to piss him off?
who?
Well, this whole people in this town, this region. I mean, I find it hard to believe the wizard would just come here and say, "Oh, you know what? Let me just fuck with these guys."
See, I'm not. See, that I'd have to defer to you, Kyle.
You don't have any real idea why the wizard decided to move in. All that you know is that things have been getting increasingly worse as
What was your
he
name again?
has taken up residence.
Oh, my name?
Yes, sir.
It's Torin.
Do you do you know this area pretty well?
Yeah, yeah, I would say I know it pretty well. I have to go on patrols from time to time. Like I said, I do a lot of soldiering here in Brighthold, so normally it's just taking care of the locals, but recently it's been trying to keep them from being grabbed and taken away. And
How, lo- how long have you been a guard?
Your whole life.
there we go, my whole life.
So you think that this magical being is to the south somewhere? You know the area pretty well. Um, Obviously, for Katarian's sake, we need to save the bears, as well as the people here. So if we were to go after this magical thing, could you lead us?
I
Rough.
I could probably bring you in the general direction, yeah. And me personally, anybody who's causing such a disruption to just good old local folk is not okay with me. So
Okay.
Have you ever been to the area?
Yeah.
have
that's my
I
next question.
have I actually been to where the weather is the worst? No.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
No, you answered properly.
Yes.
Okay. Well, sounds like we have a task. Sounds like
Get ahead of yourself, valuable.
do what?
If you've never been there, the only real direction you can give us is you think it's somewhere down south, right?
The bartender suddenly cuts you off, just raises a hand, and he says, "We know it's to the south. To the east is a woman by the name of Shastia.
She friendly to the village?
She hasn't given us a reason to raise any concern. She's lived there for hundreds of years. She's very wise."
So, might behoove us to go speak with her then.
That would be my my conclusion as well. She might have a lot more information than I can provide with you. Even though it hasn't been very much, it's still something.
How far to the east?
It's about a 3 days travel.
Okay. And I'm going to be asking your name a lot because I'm bad with names. I mostly just shoot things. But do you know what the bartender's talking about? Do you know where this lady is?
We've heard of her. I've not met her myself, but we know that she's been there and that there hasn't been any sort of an issue with her. You know, as a guard, my life, as I said, is pretty simple unless people are causing problems. We don't have to really deal with them, so it definitely sounds like something interesting for sure, and definitely maybe not as fun as going to the south, but maybe more information that way.
I by no means am the leader of this group, so I guess I put it to the group. Do we go east and talk to this lady and see what she can give us, or do we go south to find out what this magic thing is, or do we sit here and get hammered?
How far to the south is this unknown location?
The south
It's
would
unknown.
be, it's about a 5 days travel.
So we're looking at extra time to go talk to her, but on that same token, it sounds like talking to her is probably the right move anyway, even if it takes more time.
Why are you looking at me? You're looking at me. You're gross.
That would be Chris's wife,
What?
Girlfriend.
Waffles.
aka the champ.
Why do I keep getting demoted? God,
You
I'm
were the
in
one that said it.
five.
You were the one that said girlfriend.
When? Oh, I thought I was your mistress and your wife was at work.
Oh, that's right, mistress.
Same difference.
All right, so yeah, like I said, I'm not the leader by any means. I'm putting this to the group. Well, what do we do? I personally, if we're putting it to any kind of vote, feel like rushing south into God knows what is probably not a smart idea without a little bit of insight. It takes a little bit longer time, but we might get some kind of preparation.
Yeah, personally, I'm extremely torn on going either direction because nobody seems to know jack shit about anything except there's something south and something east, and one of them has caused problems, presumably, and one has not. That doesn't give me a lot to decide on.
I mean, realistically, that's why we're here, right? This is the job we picked out to find out what the hell is going on. So, I mean, it sounds like going south fulfills the mission we're on, but
Well,
you know.
that's not even necessarily true because they don't know for sure that's where it's originating. They just know that's the part that has the biggest storm.
Well, I mean, that says to me that some shit's going down there.
Yeah, and
Not
I,
making sense.
Well, certainly something's happening, but that just may be the center of where the power's emanating from. Doesn't necessarily mean he's there. I mean, we do know for a fact that there is some form of camp of some type where your flying snake is going.
And that was actually my next question: is if my snake is still out there since I missed the last two.
It currently is, yeah. It's searching for you.
Oh, like I said, I put it to the group. My vote's to go east. Maybe talk to her, and I mean, you have a point, Katarian. We don't know if south is what's causing it, but if anybody would know, it sounds like this chick would.
I second that.
I'm just
Yeah,
interested in
and again, I
camaraderie.
still don't know where that makes any difference in regards to this unknown lady who has lived here for a while, but this appears to be a more recent interjection, so her knowledge of it, I mean, at least from my perspective, there's no reason to believe she's going to have any more knowledge than anybody else.
But
Well,
she
being
might.
here as long as she has been, I imagine she's, you know, she's probably pretty familiar with the area, and if something strange is happening, I mean, it sounds like she might be one of the first people to know. It sounds like, for the most part, this village has been kept away from most of it. Obviously, there's been some back and forth and some shit going down, but it sounds like it's not as bad as it could be, so I don't expect we'll find anybody here that's going to know anything at all. And to your argument, running south, you're right, it may not have any basis on this mission at all, but if anybody would to know anything, it would be the person who's been here for however the fuck long.
Well, as we only really have two of our people plus me, and it sounds like y'all want to go there, that would put the vote at 2-1. So there you go.
with
It sounds so sad.
with the slight silence that was just there, you suddenly hear a loud crash, and then another one, and the ground shakes underneath your feet. All of the villagers rush outside.
What? I'm gonna go look out a window. I can't run outside.
Yeah, can we find a way to tell them to not run into the giant crash? That doesn't
I'm gonna go
sound
like jump on the
smart.
table and just look out the window. Do I see anything out there?
How are you going to
See-
look out the window from under a table?
I'm on the table.
Oh.
You see what looks to be shards of ice sticking up from from over a rooftop. You don't have any like full detail because there's a building like right in front of you, but you can see this large shard of ice jutting up over the rooftop.
So not like it fell off, but like that it landed on it.
Oh, this
Well-
thing is much bigger than you would expect.
Well, I'll
Like
tell you,
anything
Katarian,
of. It is a huge shard of ice. It's like 6 times the size of you, from what you can see.
Well, that's not.
that's
fair.
not a very good business. It's tiny.
Everything is 6 times bigger than me.
Well, how tall is your little halfling? What,
Just
like 2 feet?
2. Yeah, like 2 feet.
Great perspective. It's ginormous to the 2-foot person.
Hey guys,
Uh,
there's this like ginormous shard of ice.
So
Okay, it's
6 feet
more-
bigger than.
Like,
It's huge.
you look at it and it's huge, and if anybody else looks at it, it's still very large.
So I'll tell you what, Katarian, I don't know, if the South has anything to do with why we're here, but I do know that if we're gonna stop whatever it is, we probably have to stop that first.
Me being the local guy, I would urge you to head that way. I really feel that, things they were okay until, you know, this wizard moved in, and it's just things have just continued to get worse and worse. So, you know, for what it's
Okay,
worth.
so east or south, y'all decide.
No, as I've already stated, the vote is south.
Okay, well, let's go find out what the hell caused a ginormous iceberg 12 times the size of...
Wait, hold on. Do you guys mean east? Are you guys going to the informant?
I still think we should
Actually,
go
that would
talk
be
to the lady
east, yes,
Yes.
that's what the
because
vote was.
she
Correct.
really might know something.
No,
I'll
absolutely
give her
nothing.
the-
Yeah, I agree.
East equals lady, south equals not lady.
I
Yeah,
go for
let's go
I go
lady.
for lady.
Okay. Katarian, do you want to butcher your Wendigos?
Of course he does.
Yes, I want my bones.
Okay, you're gonna spend. I can't do that right now, actually. At this point, the villagers are standing around, and you can hear chattering. It's fairly loud. You hear them uttering something about large ice spheres suddenly falling and hitting two buildings of the town.
Maybe we should look at the ice things.
If I look out the window from a marginally safe distance, is there a building that will put us closer to where these ice shards are falling without putting us right in the middle of it and potentially getting squished?
There aren't any more falling from what you can see looking up at the sky from the window.
Until we step out the doors and one falls and squishes us.
It's alright.
Uh,
Scary bear will save us.
to the south, there's another building, but there isn't any specific cover. I mean, you can stay right in front of the tavern, and that'll shelter you, so you don't have to worry about being hit by anything.
Okay, well then I'm gonna stand outside. I'm gonna step outside and see what I can see.
Okay. Looking out, you see the town center has a small town hall located in the middle of it. You see a large sphere of ice embedded in the wall. It practically takes up the entire wall of the building, and it has large spikes of ice formed on the exterior of it. The house is near crumbling at this point.
Is there anybody inside the house?
Not that you can tell.
And my elf eyes tell me nothing else?
Okay, Legolas.
Give me a perception check. I can't move only one of you guys outside. So. Listening closely, you don't hear anybody screaming, but you overhear.
Because they're dead.
You do overhear somebody saying something about the chief.
Is the chief dead? Can I talk to them and ask?
I don't know, can you?
All right, how far away are these people? Can I walk up to them? Okay, you know what? I'm going to walk up to them and I'm going to say, what are you saying about the chief?
Why are you eavesdropping, fool?
They point down from the cliff, or the small little rocky, what would that be called, outcropping that they're on, and you see a smear of blood
Oh, shit.
on the snow, and you just see a crumpled form that has been smashed by this large sphere of ice that came crashing into the building.
Was anybody else killed or injured?
What's up? You can't tell, but there's no other bodies that you can see. You see the bottom half of the chief kind of dangling out from underneath the large sphere of ice. But that's all that you see.
So it's possible that this was a direct target against the chief of this village, which means shit.
We should probably get moving.
Yeah, why don't we start trekking to the east and see if we can't meet up with this informant.
Surely the bear will catch up.
Are you guys all heading outside finally?
Yeah,
Yes?
because I'm ready to go.
I got
Is that
bones
a
to
question
collect.
or a statement?
You got bones to collect.
Yes.
So, let me put Torin on the map.
Yay. I'm a real person.
I'm a real boy.
I am.
Exactly what I was thinking. I was gonna say it. I didn't know.
There are no strings on me.
Oh, wow.
This is what it looks like outside.
Where are those little rocks?
There is the giant iceberg. That's good.
I'm freaking out
Was
of
this
how awesome
the
this
chief's
is.
hut?
No, that was the town hall building.
But the chief was often there, I assume.
He was on his way. Well, from what you can tell, he was on his way in. Yes.
All right. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I'd like to know why the hell giant ice is falling from the sky, other than snow and hail. This is a little bit more, it's a little grander of scale than that. So why don't we? I mean, if y'all are okay with it, why don't we start heading east and see what we can find out from this informant?
I second that.
I'm okay with that. Torrance seems visibly upset, but he doesn't say anything.
What time of day is it?
It's mid-afternoon.
Nope, I think we'd be better off waiting until tomorrow. And I got bones to butcher, so if y'all want to wait, then I'll roll with you. If not, I'll catch up when I catch up.
I don't want to go without the whole full party, so if we're gonna wait, then we're gonna wait. Why don't we see if there's anybody? Oh, I'm going to see if there's anybody around the village that I can help.
So helpful.
Okay, yeah, you walk over to some villagers that have started trying to move the large boulder of ice that was sunk into the southwestern building, and you start helping them chisel away at it and slowly break it away to get it out. And the owner of the home walks over and says, "Thank you for your assistance," and that's probably going to take most of your time. Is that all right?
That's fine.
What are the other ones of you guys going to do?
Well, I'm harvesting, obviously.
Yeah, you're going to take like 3 or 4 hours to get them bones out.
I'm gonna make sure that it's all set for somebody to cover my guard shift, and let them know that I'm going out and prepare. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
You never asked if you could go with them, by the way.
Well, then I'm gonna go ask. But then I'm also
I like conversation.
I'm also I'm okay. So I'm gonna go ask Patold, whoever I need to go speak to in my chain of command.
Yeah, you talk to your sergeant, and he kind of raises an eyebrow and says, "Why would you go with outsiders?"
I explained that it's continued to get worse and worse, and something needs to be done. And while taking care of people is part of what I do as a paladin, as a healer, if we take care of the problem or we find some sort of resolution, hopefully at the end of my sword, then hopefully things get better here. So no more walking around and just taking care of people. Maybe we need to go do something about this.
He shrugs. He says, "Do whatever you want. You thank you
Wow.
for your service.
Ouch.
Sergeant. Jesus.
Bye, Felicia.
Well,
Basically.
so with this town,
Just
they're
like that.
used to people coming and leaving all the time. Whether they're soldiers, whether they've been there their whole lives, they don't really grow like super strong bond with anybody due to that.
Right. So I, pack up my stuff, chuck it in my backpack, and that's what that's what I'll be doing. And then maybe a little bit of prayer meditation.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back in the inn and eat stuff.
Go figure. I'm
Second
so
breakfast, man.
surprised.
Second breakfast. Or fourth breakfast. I'm not sure which one I'm on yet.
Wait, did the midget just go and hide?
No, I'm going back to eat more food.
Oh, well, okay, that's not surprising either.
We're still waiting on Fake Bear.
I know, freaking big bear.
Alright, yeah, so the day rolls on, the sun starts sinking down below the mountains, and you walk into the inn, volatile, a hard day's work under your belt, you're pretty exhausted, and the bartender, orders you guys food, has it served to you, and says your guys' rooms are free as long as you're here.
At least the bartender isn't a total asshole in this village.
Chief is dead.
Well, that's good.
Did anybody communicate that to Katerian, by the way?
Yeah, I will communicate that now while he's harvesting his Wendigo bones.
Yeah, karma's a bitch.
Hey, that's what I said, so we agree.
Save the bears.
Katerian's first
Oh.
question, was he a bear? Oh, then I don't care.
Well, he insulted the bears.
He did. Oh, bad.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. He pissed Katerian off pretty well.
I'm surprised he didn't eat them.
Yeah, I forgot you weren't here for that.
yeah, I missed that. I'm sad.
I'm gonna go curl up somewhere warm and sleep. Because now I'm full.
Yes, you are.
Take my
So,
fat little halfling belly and go.
Night sinks upon the village. Everything's quiet, but you can hear the wind howling, and the snow starts coming down in a heavy flurry. What time do you guys want to be woke up?
First light.
Is that agreed upon by everybody?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Sooner the better.
Wait, is Bone Boy?
Katerian's like, I like my
I was gonna
sleep."
say, did he even go to sleep? Isn't he still out there like playing with bones and shit?
No, he's got his bones. It took him about 4 hours for him to harvest a bunch of bones out of those corpses and discard the entrails accordingly.
So he ate them?
Katerian, you can add 2 Wendigo rib cages, and let's call it 60 Wendigo bones. And you can put those on your inventory, and they're pretty heavy. So you'll probably want to put them in the bag of holding sooner rather than later. But you'll have to communicate that
probably.
with Jaden.
How far out is Jaden, or not Jaden, Devin?
He should be here pretty soon. Shouldn't take him too much long. Where's my phone?
What are you doing, kitty?
Are we gonna potentially wait for him before we trek east, or are we just gonna go ahead and get started and let him join us?
I think the intent was to wait, but I don't care.
I mean, if
I
he's
was
only a few
trying-
minutes out,
Yeah, I can go get a
I was
drink.
trying to extend the sound.
yeah. I'll go make some
Yeah,
tea.
you go get a drink.
All right.
I'm gonna throw some tea in the thing. Be right back.
Let's see when did he. It's almost been an hour since you fucking sent me half an hour. So it should be any fucking time now.
Tell us how you really feel, Kyle.
Dude, I like my sessions. I like my D&Ds.
I know I've missed you guys.
Dude, it's been crazy. You missed that big freaking engage. Oh my gosh. That was so good.
You saw that I won't be around next Friday, right?
Yeah.
Wish me luck. I might win something awesome.
Slacker.
Whatever. It's a Christmas holiday party. I'm not gonna not
Hey,
go
if
to
you win that $10,000, I demand 1%. That's all I want.
Last year, their big gift was a $6,000 Rolex.
Damn. I would have sold it.
I'm pretty sure the person who won it sold it.
I don't need no freaking expensive ass watch that's gonna get me mugged.
That was the sentiment of basically everybody.
Yeah.
I just want to win some cash, dude. I think the big cash prize last year was $1,000, but it was like random amounts like 25, 55, 100, a couple hundred, 500, 700, and then 1,000.
Damn. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, our owners don't joke around, dude. And then after that, because we all get like we all get like 3 drink tickets or something for like free drinks. And I think that's just a limit set by whatever venue they rent out. So the owners always after a party after and open a tab that basically it's open as long as everyone's here drinking.
Wait, what?
Our owners, after the actual party is over, because we only get like 3 drink tickets per person. If we want, then the owners do an after party after the actual Christmas gathering and open a tab. And their rule is, as long as you're here drinking, the tab stays open.
Damn. I'd be smashed as fuck. I'd be so smashed.
Dude, free drinks or open tabs? Best story I have about that is we came home from Iraq and our captain was like, yeah, we'll just open this tab up. 10 grand later, his poor credit card was on fire. And they told him that it wasn't working anymore. He's like, that's not possible. I've got a 10 grand limit. And they were like, well, the card's not working anymore. He was like, oh my God, give me that. Yep.
Jeez.
And that was, oh man, it must have been like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. It was crazy.
Turkey will be just as good. The turkey will be just as good. Well, here's some kind of fried turkey.
Waiting for him to friggin' respond to my text message.
So on a side nerd note, when you changed the screen, I muted my mic and had a mild freak out on stream. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. I totally did. I was like, this is so awesome. Yep.
I design most of these maps. Most. Now. Back before I used to find, like, pre-made stuff, but I've been spending, like, $5 or $10 to get art packs.
Well,
so that I can start making them.
Listen, if we do this more often, somebody was saying there's like a $150 app out there. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that, but I can probably poke the people who run this and be like, hey, my DM needs some shit. They might be able to hook you up. So, just by the way,
Yeah, I'm down.
I mean, I hope we're
We're doing
in
this.
for a while.
Yeah, we do this every Friday, and we've been doing it pretty steadily for a while.
We have some points where some of us might miss a session or two, like I missed the last 2 sessions because of traveling and shit. But
yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, we're pretty much here.
I'm in.
Yeah, well, now you're a part of the party, so you got to be here every Friday.
Every single Friday. No
yeah.
life, John.
It's
No
not,
life.
Right.
Listen, it's easier than my rating schedule that I just quit, so I'm in. Whatever.
20.
So did you hear back from Devin yet?
Oh yeah. I'm about to say fucking and continue. Yeah, I don't see like anything that I can buy that is just like a Roll20 app or anything like that.
Okay.
Dude, I would love it if they had like an installable app that I could just have everybody download.
On Steam, somebody posted it earlier. They have like a D&D whole setup, man, where you don't use like a web-based thing. I don't know. It was crazy. I'll show you later. It was also $150, $50, and $300, and I'm like, yee! I don't know about that.
Shit.
Yeah, I could probably do the $50 one.
No, but you wouldn't be doing it. That's the whole point. That's what sponsors are for. Paying for things.
Let's see.
Oh, and the chat on the side, that is not in character, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Well, it
The only
depends.
time that it's in character is if you guys are rolling for something.
Okay.
If my wife passes out and I have to stop being too loud, I start typing instead of talking.
Yeah, that's it. Alright, I'll look later. So I'll leave it up to you guys. If you guys want to continue without him, we'll continue. If you guys want to wait, we'll wait. I kind of want to continue, but like I said, it's your guys'
Well, especially considering we've not got Jenna for much longer, I would say go ahead.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys are woke up by the bartender's staff as soon as the sun cracks over the mountains and the glare of the orange light starts reflecting off of the snow. Fresh powder just fallen. You guys must have gotten like 6 inches just
God,
over
it's
the
like
night.
half of me.
Yeah.
Somebody have to carry me.
You can burrow. It's okay. Bring a shovel. You got it.
Big shovel. I'll be like jumping around like one of those little happy dogs.
The bartender is already downstairs, and he greets you guys with a warm smile, and he says, "Well, I guess I'm the new village chief around here, so at least that's what I'm told by my fellow villagers. They want me to take up the position. Who am I to say no and turn my back on my villagers? So if you guys need anything, let me know. You guys be safe." He pulls out a little pouch and he hands it to you. Inside of the pouch is 3 health vials or health potions. They're just like, normal restoration potions. And he also brings out 2 large rolls of, it looks like a canvas, but on the inside is sewn with wool, and it's fairly warm from what you can like see. He says, take these bedrolls with you. You'll need them. Be sure you stay warm. And always have torches with you.
Why are the torches?
I have torches.
I have torches.
Yeah, you guys should have plenty of torches. I think you guys put 10 in the bag of holding.
Well, I'm gonna go up and congratulate the bartender on his new recent promotion, however sad it may be, and I wish him luck and thank him for all of the provisions, and tell him I wish him good luck.
A second
Yeah,
that
he-
sentiment.
He smiles and he says, you both as well. He looks at Torn and he says, your many years of service haven't gone unnoticed, friend. Any time you need a warm place to stay, or if you just need a place to get away, you are always welcome here.
I just smile, don't say anything back, and bow my head, and join back with everyone else.
So you guys start setting out over to the east. Torin kind of leading the group. It's a fairly rough trek. It's really cold. The snow has started slowly drifting from the skies. And as you guys travel further, it gets heavier. By about mid-afternoon, it started actually clouding your and the cold is so intense that it actually bites through your clothes. And each of you guys are shivering at this point.
I'm gonna get wrapped up in that blanket.
Can I like get a piggyback ride from someone? The snow is getting deep.
Well, if you don't mind scales, I don't mind carrying you for a little bit.
Woohoo! Okay.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
He's like 6'2", so he's like huge compared to her.
Which is
Gonna,
why
like, jump up.
Yeah, I'll what I do is actually I kneel down real quick, and that way you're able to hop on real quick, and I kind of adjust my backpack, so I can't
But
put,
she has a seat.
I was gonna say I can't like put her in my backpack, right? So
It'd probably fit.
I would say.
Just leave my head out.
And he gave you guys more than one blanket, and these blankets are huge, by the way. They're not like little tiny ones. that
Yeah, I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
wrap
wrap
up
yourself
in
in.
I will share the blanket with the dragon.
On the outside is a canvas, so you don't have to worry about it like getting wet if you were to lay it down on the snow.
So like we could put it not only on the snow, but then like lay on it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know, fascinating, isn't it?
It's crazy. It's like Cabela's.
It's like a bedroll.
So, the sun has started going down, and you guys have made some pretty good progress, even though it is very cold out. And, you know, Katarian, do you have any facial hair?
Yeah, I got a little scraggle.
Scraggle.
Okay, how much is a scraggle? Is it like a mustache? What are you looking at?
No, I got a full beard. It's just, it's not very long.
Okay, so frost has actually started forming on your whiskers, and it's actually started kind of clotting up on your facial hair, and kind of on the hair on your head down near the ends, it's actually started to form a hard crystal as well. That's how cold it is. Each of you guys are kind of, feeling the same thing. Only you guys more than likely don't have facial hair. I mean, I don't know. No, you're dragon, so you don't have facial hair.
Nope.
Let's get you a belted dwarven kind so you can be the first dragonborn with a mustache. So the sun has started setting down below the mountains, and the orange glow has started almost blindingly reflecting off of the snow. You guys still trek on, and slowly night falls. Are you guys gonna camp?
Sometime soon, I hope.
Really a good
Yep.
idea.
Yeah, but before it gets too dark, I think we should try to find someplace nearby to where we are before it's like too difficult to find any place. So, do I know of any place along this road since I've traveled around that might be right off the road that's safe and or warm or just even shelter?
You're not really on a road. It's like a tundra setting.
Okay.
And it's got a lot of barren trees. You guys can, break off limbs and kind of construct somewhat of a makeshift shelter. And, kind of use that as something to do, or something to get out of the cold and out of the snow. You have to shovel away the snow, of course, and whatnot, but you guys can do that. Are you guys looking at wanting to build a fire?
I think we should build like a little.
Hells yeah.
Okay, you kind of, scrape away the snow in your little fire pit. You stack some kindling on it. Slowly get the fire started until it's nice and ablaze for you guys to warm up by.
How deep is the snow?
It's probably, to you, to your
Well, everything
halfling
is
size,
huge to me.
it's up to like your elbows.
Ew.
It is deep. For everybody else, it's like knee height. So you guys are going to be doing a lot of clearing. But you guys also have snowshoes. That's why you guys haven't really been slowed down. But you guys clear it out. You guys make a rough camp and just enough of a shelter to get you guys out of the elements. As night falls, are you guys going to schedule watch?
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And Torin will stay up for the first one.
Okay. You guys are you guys going to decide on order? I'll interject Ordell and Jaden throughout you guys' staying.
Well, I see in the dark, so I can do it whenever. Anybody with dark vision should probably be in the middle. The first and last should probably be our non-seers.
I can see in the dark.
I can't.
I can't.
All right, well, so you two can have first and last, and us two will take the middle.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. I'm asleep.
Keep me warm, Big Bear.
Listen, being carried around is exhausting.
Okay. So who's first? Torin.
Yep.
Right? So as the night falls on the camp, you hear really loud howling. And you hear the pattering of numerous footfalls, or
wouldn't that just naturally wake all of us up
Is
if it's like really loud?
we said it's pattering, so is it like very loud, or is it
You
just
said loud howling.
well, yeah, the howling, but you made it sound as if we were hearing like a very gentle animal noise. Is it very gentle? Is it footfall? Is it swishing through the
Gentle.
snow?
It's not like crunching like a person. It is a footfall though. Like it's an obvious animal.
Okay. I really don't want to wake anybody up. I'm gonna throw I'm gonna throw some more of the kindling that we've stacked up into the fire, just to try and raise it up a little bit so that we have a little bit more light. So hopefully, if anything does, come closer, I'll be able to see it. Since I'm not one of those who's able to see in the darkness. I know. And
Alright.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check, please.
yeah. Where would I do that?
So open up your character sheet,
Mm-hmm.
and then you should be able to see where it says perception. You should see dice next to that. Just click it.
Under. Sorry.
So let me pull up a character sheet.
Sorry, guys.
All
No
good.
problem.
If anybody's tripping about it, they can go piss up a rope. So go over to skills,
Seems hard.
Yep.
and you should see
Oh,
perception.
perception. Yep. Okay. So just
See the dice to the left of it?
yep. This.
Click that. There you go. So as the more you listen to these noises, the more apparent it becomes that you hear snarling and barking off in the distance. It's obvious that they're a sort of canine. With that, your first watch ends.
Sweet. So
He just like passes out.
yeah. Well, so I'm waking up who? To pass on watch too.
Sorry.
All right. So
Lead.
I'm going to mention that I heard some sort of animals. I'm gonna mention that I threw some more wood on the fire, but I couldn't see anything. But I could hear something that sounded like some sort of dog or canine. Nothing that came out towards us yet, but just to be aware. And did I know like from a direction, or was it just out nearby?
It's everywhere around you. From
Everywhere.
what you can tell.
Okay.
You do know that wolves do frequent this area since you are
Yep.
familiar with the region.
So yeah, I mentioned that, and
All right.
then I'm gonna hop into my bed and go to sleep.
Alright, Katarian starts up his watch. Give me a... It's a good throw for this. I forgot what I made you throw. I think it was survival last time, wasn't it? To see if you
Yeah, I
fell
believe
asleep
so.
or not. Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check, please. Alright, yeah, you're able to stay awake. Fairly tired, but the noises of the howling and the distant noises of nature around you are keenly heard, and you're able to, with your dark vision and being able to see out so far, you're able to see the forms of what looks to be a fairly large pack of wolves in the distance.
Well, they ain't no bears, but I guess they still homies. I'll go ahead and go talk to them, see what's up.
You're gonna try and talk to them?
Oh
Oh
man.
yeah, Yeah. What do you mean am I going to try to talk shit? Who do you think I am?
Okay. Are you like? How are you doing this? Are you shouting off into the distance, or are you attempting to walk?
Well,
up to
they're wolves. They could hear me from half a mile off just talking at a normal volume, so I'm just going to be like, "What's up, dog?"
That communication isn't telepathic, is it?
No. It's just I gain the ability to speak with and understand animals.
So you hear some barks off in the distance in return to your words, and they are very angry. They don't wish to speak to you currently.
All right, I just shrug. They entitled to their own peace. I will drop them a warning that not all humans or not all two legs are as friendly as I am, so you might be careful in these parts.
So, with that, your watch ends. Then I'm going to have Ordell will be the last. Well, yeah, he'll be the last one, and then before that, Talira. So, Jaden does have dark sight.
Yep.
He's next up after you, I do believe. Correct?
Well, it could also be valuable.
It's true. Volleyball. You want to go up?
Yeah, I can go up.
So, you wake up. Volleyball. What knowledge do you transfer to?
Yeah, some of my homies is out roaming around. They don't seem to be in a very good mood, so maybe keep your eyes open.
All right, cool. I'll just I'll keep a watch then.
I will snore and roll over.
Talira is knocked out.
It's tough being short.
Volleyball, give me a survival check, please.
Survival?
Yeah.
I was survival. I'd be right here. Hey.
Buddy, you did good on that. Yeah, you're able to stay awake, kind of wiping the sleepiness from your eyes as you trudge over to the fire pit. Warm your hands by it for a moment. The noises in the distance get somewhat closer, and you're keenly aware of the surrounding the wolves around your entire camp. The light has been an aid to your dark vision, and you can look out and see the forms of at least 16 wolves. What do you do?
I'm sorry, give me 1 second.
I love that I can AFK bash and I don't have to worry about dying.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Oh, I'm actually talking to Florentino, who's about to complete his retirement.
Oh yeah, I know. He's putting a K in there.
Yeah, I can't blame him. So give me just a second, y'all.
Wow. Him and Deladin, huh?
Deladin's making an ult.
Of course he is. Yay, super noob to take over fucking other position somewhere.
Florentino's just flat out quitting, though. He's not even making a new character. He's just out.
I should just retire. It's no big deal.
I think they should have done something other than super noobs.
Okay, alright.
Right.
Can you repeat what you said before, please, sir?
Okay, so as the night wears on, the wolves, you're very aware of them coming closer. And as they come closer, you start seeing their forms pop into the edge of your vision. You see about 16 large forms slowly come into view. You can see their eyes are glowing in the light of the fire.
Do I need to do a check to see anything more, or do I get to see anything more?
What do you mean? What are you looking for?
Are they advancing threateningly? Are they just watching? Is there something else I should know about them that would warrant me waking up the crowd, or just kind of letting them be?
You can tell that it isn't a friendly approach, though they haven't taken any action yet.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. What time is it right now? Like, how long until
Um,
sunlight?
You've got about 2 more watches worth of time before the sun starts rising over the horizon.
All right, I am.
So it's a really deep night, and the snow is starting to come down really heavily.
How much longer of my watch do I have?
Not very long. You've got about maybe 30 minutes left of your watch.
Okay, so I'm gonna, for now, and I hope I don't regret this, I'm just gonna keep a really close eye on them. If they start to advance any closer, let me know, I guess.
Okay. Your watch completes, and you kind of poke Jaden awake. Let me know what information you transfer over to.
I'm gonna tell them that there's things out there that are circling our little makeshift camp here. They haven't really come at us yet, but they do not appear to be friendly. If anything out of the ordinary happens, if they close in anymore, just wake us all the hell up. Just be at the ready for it, and make sure you stay awake.
Jaden nods and says, "Yep, I ain't nobody's bitch."
That sounds like it.
And then proceeds to get steamrolled.
Alright, skills. Go survival.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jaden tries to wipe the sleep from his eyes.
We're all gonna
Looks
die.
out. He looks out and he sees, the forms of the wolves. They haven't moved their position at all. So far from what he can tell, they're just waiting. He falls asleep. Since he falls asleep, let's see where are you? Talira, give me a survival check, please. Janet,
Oh, what? Sorry.
survival check, please.
No, my bad. I literally didn't even hear you.
So you heard that Jaden fell asleep, correct?
I didn't.
Yeah, he fell asleep. He's knocked out.
Gee. Nobody's bitch. Can we still give him shit?
Oh yeah, you can give him shit. He was on
For something he
full
wasn't even
fucking
here
low.
for?
So
But yeah, I did.
about 1.5 times the length of Jaden's watch, you kind of slowly, you're awoken by the noise of something raking claws against like a tree trunk.
What? So like,
Go ahead. What?
I'm gonna just kind of like how close?
It's not very far off.
I'm gonna poke the dragon.
Me?
Torin, I believe she's poking you.
Oh. I'm gonna roll over. I'm gonna be like, what's wrong? What's the matter?
And I'm gonna
Dawn.
whisper about scary noises.
Yes?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Dad.
Oh. Sorry, I muted my mic. I apologize. So, I was like,
I
wait,
was like, I still see him on the stream.
why can you not hear me? So, I'm gonna roll over. I'm gonna be like,
Don't
you know,
squish me.
waking up, very carefully rolling over. Be like, what? What's the matter? What's going on?
Scary noises.
All right. I'm gonna ask like, where? Where are they?
Well, I don't know, but it sounds horrible, and I don't want to get eaten.
Okay. I'm going to. Is our fire still going, or is it out?
Your fire is smoldering right now, and
Crap.
as it smolders, you look out and you see Jaden asleep.
Who's asleep?
Shut up, Jaden.
Is it too much to like throw snow at somebody who's not here?
No, because we're totally gonna give him crap for falling asleep.
Because I kind of want to like, not like a snowball, but just grab some snow and like throw it and be like, hey, what the heck? While also trying to quietly, you know. So I'm chucking some snow at Jaden quietly, but then also trying to listen and see if there is a threat, a credible threat, or if it, what's actually happening. Because I'm assuming
So-
he's not next to me. I'm assuming that, like, if he's on watch, he's not, like, we're in a central location, right?
Correct. He's not inside your guys' little shelter that you made.
Okay.
He's outside, like,
Can- well,
in the elements.
So my question is, can I throw something towards him to get his attention / wake him up, or is that not possible?
Yeah, you've got all sorts of things on, like, the forest floor. Like, you've got, sticks, and you've got, like, a small rock and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
that's,
chuck a rock at him.
underneath you guys.
I'm definitely gonna chuck.
Okay.
I'm definitely chucking a rock at him.
So,
Right there.
give me a, roll a d20, please.
I hope I did this right.
Yep, you peg him, and he jolts awake and goes, huh? And he shakes his head and he goes, oh shit. And he looks over from where he received the pelting of the rock, and he says, what happened?
So I'm gonna try to be quiet, maybe like, hey, can you see anything, or what's that noise, or is that, is everything okay?
Not you fell asleep, you asshole.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get to that. We will get to that. But my first concern is, are we safe? Can I go the f to back to sleep? So
I'm gonna throw a little snowball at him too. Just for falling asleep.
Y'all are much nicer than I am. I was gonna shoot an arrow at his head.
I'm gonna pack it up real good so it's like ice.
He takes a look around. He says, there's actually nothing out here.
what? Huh?
Mind you, Jaden does have dark vision, so he sees like it's daytime.
Right.
Yeah, if you're lying to us, I will shoot you.
So
You're
okay.
still asleep, Bobble.
Yeah. So
I don't care.
okay. So he says there's nothing out here, and so I'm gonna look back at. I'm sorry. Who is the midget?
Talira.
Talira.
Or Janet.
I'm not a midget. I'm a halfling.
I'm
You're
gonna
a
say.
midget.
So I'm gonna say, like, are you sure you heard something? What did you hear?
It sounded like claws on a tree.
I might I might shrug it off, because I don't really know her that well. I may be like, maybe it was, the wind or something else, and
Wind doesn't sound like claws on trees.
if what's his name, Sleeping Bro, says that if he says that it's there's nothing.
Jaden.
If Jaden says, sorry, I don't see the name over here. Oh, I do right there. Jaden. If Jaden says that there is nothing out there, then
Oh sure, you're gonna take the word of a sleeping fake bear.
Can I know I'm asleep during this, but can I remind the group that I was the first to warn her about the incoming? Maybe she can wake me up and I can explain what I saw or heard.
Well, no, I'm mad because the dragon won't believe me.
The dragon won't believe me.
God damn it, midget.
I'm gonna just like throw a handful of snow at him and just roll over.
Wait, me?
Yeah, because you don't believe me.
All right. Well,
I'm pouting.
pouting.
Talira has the temperament of a 5-year-old.
She really does.
So, looking around, it seems like everything seems to be safe and secure. I mentioned something to Jaden just real quick, like, don't you dare fall asleep again. And I try to go back to sleep, but it doesn't seem to be very restful. So.
Okay. Jaden gets up and he throws more kindling on the fire and gets it stoked up again, nice and hot. He takes another look around and he doesn't notice anything. He notices that the forms of the wolves have sunk back into the darkness, and the night is eerily silent, though the wind through the trees, and you can hear like the distant snowfall, and of course the snow coming down above you is almost blurring vision at this point. With that, he concludes his watch. The sun starts poking up
He's
over
watching.
the hills, or over the mountains, and he kind of slowly pokes each one of you guys awake. He says, well, since I got my rest, I figured I'd finish off the watches.
That was nice of you.
Well, because you fell asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know how Devin would respond right there, so I'm not going to say anything.
I'm gonna throw snow at him.
I'd say that he's no one's bitch.
Except for sleeps, apparently.
Sleep's embrace too good.
I'm just gonna like throw a little handful of snow at him. Like,
He says, the wolves, though, from what you guys told me, they're gone. Yeah, they were there 1 minute while I was still awake, and when I woke up the second time, they were gone. I don't understand what happened.
so, are there any trees nearby?
Yeah, you guys were holed up underneath one, actually.
Are there other trees? I'm gonna go look and see if I can find little scratch marks on trees.
Perfect.
So, on the tree, right behind your camp, you see, I mean, these are probably 2-inch wide by about 6 inches long scratches along the trunk of the tree. And another one of the trees has no snow left in its branches.
I'm just
Oh.
gonna. I'm. the look. You guys are gonna feel that heat, especially the dragon.
Yeah, I'm actually going. I'm going to apologize because, and I'm going to say something about sometimes what we see and what we hear, you know,
What?
doesn't mean that it's reality. So I'm going to apologize and hope that you accept my apology.
It's okay. I'm just gonna hug his leg.
And I'll give you another day of riding in the backpack, I guess.
I feel like a teacup poodle.
Let's see if Devin's gonna answer his phone. Hold on.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Jesus fuck, dude.
There he is.
God.
There's no one's bitch.
He fell asleep.
Right after you fell asleep.
Let's see here.
So what happened?
Not just shit after shit, dude. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Just fucking one thing after another.
so I guess now that you came back, you guys hold up in camp. Well, you guys sorry, let me backtrack. So the bartender calmed the situation.
Mhm.
Two large orbs of ice hit the town, as you can
Mhm.
see. They helped clear it out slightly. Volleyball did. The bartender, the chief, was crushed under the one that was in the center of the town. And the bartender was then elected the chief of the village at that point.
I guess
You guys-
fucking Ordell's gonna be in trouble.
You guys learned that there is a wizard that came into the region recently, and the weather had been getting worse. The animals had been acting strange, coming into town, dragging people away, or straight killing them.
Mhm.
Over time, it's gotten worse. It hasn't gotten any better. And then the bartender also shared that a wise woman to the east might have more information, and that is
Okay.
where the party has decided to go.
I'm down with that.
So tonight was your first camp. You fell asleep on your turn to watch.
Dick.
Wolves were surrounding your guys's. Wait, was that the first or second? No, that was the first camp. Yeah.
First camp.
Yes, we've
So-
only camped once.
I would fall asleep, GG.
Wolves surrounded your camp, and they were moving in on your camp when you fell asleep. The fire started to go out, but Talira woke you up in time. Well, actually, no.
No, because I woke
Torin.
up the dragon.
Woke you up by throwing a rock at you and pegging you pretty solidly with it.
Nice.
And yeah, you stayed up the rest of the watch and finished off the night. And so you guys are now woke up. You guys are starting to depart
Head to the east.
towards the lady's place.
Alright, let's fucking do it.
Alright, before we start, do we want to give a quick introduction about Torin now? Since everybody's here.
Yeah.
Did it?
Don, go ahead.
So a brief introduction meaning what?
your character, you just say hi to the team. You know, introduce yourself like as a person as well as your character. Just quick overview of
You
how
got
your
it.
character acts, or just anything that comes to mind about your character, real quick.
Sure.
As a quick summary.
Well, my name is Don. I've known Kyle for a really long time. I'm super excited to be here. Please bear with me while I get through finding throws and saves and stuff like that. I hope the fun is worth it in the end. My character, Torin, he's Dragonborn. He's a paladin. He is... he took his oath at level 3 to be sort of vengeful. He's the kind of guy who will try to look at two wrongs and try to find the one that's more important and rush head first into that. He's the kind of person that not only would give you the... he can be super stubborn, a little bit immature, but his integrity is super important to him. And he lived in the town that you guys were just in, and he was finally looking to finally get out there and do more than just... Sorry, that noise was loud as hell. He's finally looking to get out there and start smashing into anything that may be wrong. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, he's been my buddy for a long time. D&D came up last night, and he was like, "I'm gonna get in on this." So
I spent
here
4
he
hours
is.
making my character, like 4 hours just putting it together. I spent 6-7 hours total getting ready for tonight. So
That's okay. We all had like a whole week in advance making our characters.
yeah,
so.
must be nice. Whatever, Devin. Glad you're here. Finally, good to see you, buddy.
Glad you fell asleep on me.
Oh my god.
That's alright.
So wait,
Listen,
so
the
how
dragon
did you?
believed you over me, so.
Hey, so how did you determine I fell asleep? I failed the roll or something.
Yep.
Yep, you failed.
Failure.
Survival check.
Cut. All right. Well, I mean, we should left to do but to go fucking kick some ass. So let's roll out.
Alright. Yeah, you, as Talira scouted the area, she, discovered the claw marks of what she heard the previous night.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you, homie?
Yeah. Ready?
Don't kill the bitch.
Okay, this should only take 10 minutes. So y'all can go ahead. I'm
Oh,
gonna be gone.
Jesus fuck.
10 minutes, it'll be like.
No. This is like this should be like the last thing, and I should be good for the rest of the session.
Well, I'll be.
Okay.
That'll be the end of the session. But
Yeah,
okay.
because like in 15 minutes, I'm going to bed. So.
Yeah.
Really? Only
Yeah.
fucking 10 o'clock.
Whoa,
Nope.
you know,
Don't
it's like
It's
1 o'clock,
1 for her.
and I
Oh,
have to
that's
be
right.
up at 5. So.
Okay. All right, then I'll be right back.
Hurry up. Alright, so, Talira, you discovered the claw marks, and these claw marks don't just shred some bark. They're actually fairly deep embedded in the wood of the trunk.
Yeah.
They actually carved out a decent portion of the wood. Yeah, they're pretty gnarly.
Question. Can I ask
Sir?
from somebody else's perspective? She's looking at it. That means that did something make their way? Are there tracks on their way there? Right?
Well, you're right next to her. It's not like you're very far from her. So, you see one set of tracks.
Just one.
Just one.
Huh.
And you see, like, where there are the tracks, it's just as if somebody dropped down and made their normal footprint right there, and that was it.
So you're saying a damn wolf hopped out of the sky, scratched his tree, and then where did the tracks go from there? is there an in tracks on the way in, tracks on the way out, or what do I notice?
You don't see, like, you know how boots would have a telling direction on where
Right.
they're going?
Yep.
These don't have that. They're
Okay.
just a straight cylinder that's
Okay.
carved out of the snow.
Okay.
It's as if somebody jumped down and then jumped back up.
Okay.
That is strange.
Anything further?
Well, I made my apology already, so I'm good. I'm gonna go pack my bag up.
Don't forget the headphones.
Well, you know, when you're done looking at the tree, you can hop in the backpack.
Well, I'm
Forget the
terrified
halfling.
of whatever the hell made that, so I'm not gonna be just standing there.
He grabs her head and shoves her in his back.
Like, I'm pretty much already in the backpack.
Yeah, so, alright, you guys get up and put out the fire and start off again.
You
The
know,
snow
he's lucky
is-
I'm not, like, spiteful and have itchy powder. Just saying.
So, as you guys travel, the snow gets worse, and the wind actually picks up and starts blowing against you. It's gotten to the point to where it started to slow your progress, but the snowshoes have kept you guys at a decent pace. Thankfully, not sinking down to where you guys are trying to trudge through the snow. Ordell kind of dances along the top of the snow, not having any worry about it because of his boots. So, just as an FYI, Don, Ordell has boots that basically allow him on difficult terrain not to worry about it, and so his movement isn't halved or anything.
Okay.
So, and he never gets really cold because of them.
Well, isn't he just in a happy, nice place?
Yes, he is.
Me too. I'm all wrapped up in blanket.
You're
In
welcome.
this little tiny backpack.
I like so
Shoot.
warm.
She weighs like 20 pounds. Actually, no,
Okay.
she's probably a little bit heavier than that.
I'm
Johnny, did you want to ask anything about what's going on or anything?
Oh no, they've been talking about it some bit, so I should have heard at least that part. Aside from that, I mean, I don't care. Ain't nothing here for me to see. My wolf homies were not happy. I tried to talk to them, so fuck them. Bastard.
Does Tora know that he can talk to the wolves? Is that something I would assume?
No, probably not.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
Okay, so you guys set off, and the snow is starting to come down at an alarming rate. It's basically, it's almost threatening to start to bury you guys at this point. Your vision is blocked. All that you see is white and trees. How do you want to proceed?
Well, we don't got much choice but to keep going, whether we want to or not.
Yeah, we've come this far. Let's just keep moving.
Off in the distance, you see a tree kind of shake as if something had hit it, or some force had an effect on the tree itself, and the snow that was built up on the branches falls to the ground.
How,
Well, do we see anything in the tree?
Not anymore, you don't.
yeah, because all the snow fell down, right?
So, you see You see a couple wolves off in the distance, and they start taking off in an opposite direction. They're large. They're very, very big wolves. Fairly white, some gray mixed in with their fur. They blend in very well with the snow and the environment.
Do they
Before
appear to be
long.
running from us or just moving at the same time we happen to be coming through?
Right. Or from the event that just happened.
They seem to be just moving away. They don't seem to be overly aggressive or anything.
But not just aggressive. Are they like there's a tail between their legs because of the tree and the snow, or are they just moving naturally through on a path on their way somewhere, or?
No, they just look like they're leaving.
Okay.
It's not like with any purpose or, away or towards anything. They're just acting like normal wolves.
Hmm.
And as you guys continue down, the sun starts setting over the hills. The all too familiar cold starts getting even worse.
We have any place nearby for us to make a camp, or maybe something better than a tree today?
As you peek underneath some of the eaves of the trees, you see what looks to be canvas off in the distance and some rope.
Should we keep going? Go check that out?
Yeah, we should probably see in case somebody needs help.
Okay. Yeah.
Or make sure they haven't been abusing no animals.
Like throwing rocks at them.
Well, the person in my backpack just got to go wherever I got to go, so yeah.
Suppose I've been voluntold.
Alright, so as you come upon the camp, you see two large logs around a fire pit. And you see two tents. You guys over. This isn't it. This is you guys have already seen that map, so. Well, Don hasn't, but you guys have.
I have it. It's exciting. Stop it. So this is it?
Yep. This is the camp that you guys have walked into. There doesn't seem to be any inhabitants, and the tents seem to have been here for a while.
Well, I'm going to announce myself as we walk in all the same.
There's no response received.
Are there any tracks around here?
Any markings on the tents too?
No markings on the tents. Nothing that you guys can really tell. Nothing seems to stand out. Give me a perception check, Johnny.
Dude, I like need a stick so I can hurt the dragon.
Looking around you, unfortunately, don't really see anything that strikes anything out of the ordinary to you.
I'm gonna climb out of the backpack and just start sneaking around into the tents and stuff.
Okay, so which tent are you going into, Tiller?
Start with the closest one. Just kind of like, peek and be sneaky.
Why did I paste you here? There you go. Did I turn on? Can you guys see everything right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. That's what I wanted. Let me make sure. So we got like nipple, global illumination. Okay.
Oh.
There we go. So
Hold then.
let me remove your flying snake. By the way, give me a D100 roll available.
Okay. God damn it.
Is that for your snake?
doesn't return.
Aww. Rest in
At
At
peace,
least
buddy.
it wasn't a 1.
It is better than a 1. You
Right.
can tell that you can tell that it's still alive, but it hasn't returned to your side.
All right.
So let me go delete. So, Talira, you sneak into the closest tent.
Is it pitch black?
So as you move in, you don't see anything. There's nothing really in here. You see an old bedroll. You see a small metal pot that people would use, to cook things on out here over like a fire. And you see some other random odds and ends, but nothing that really catches your eye.
Right. I will move on to the next one.
In this tent, it's much the same. You see in this one, it's got a bedroll, but it also has 2 swords. They're both long swords. You don't really notice any magical enchantment on them. You find several metal cups, and you find a very heavy fur jacket.
So I will poke my head out, and I will let the group know that there are 2 swords and a jacket. And then I will move on to the next.
Okay, so as you poke your head inside the third, it's a fairly gruesome scene. You see a headless body, and beside the headless body is a suit of armor that has been deformed, and it looks similar to the scene that you found in the first camp that you guys were at.
Can I get a reference?
Yeah, so when they first got to the southern pole area, they came to a place called Black Rend Pass, where they were greeted by a captain, and they were given lodgings for the night for safety and all that stuff. They woke up to an ice night and a bunch of ice mephits, which are basically floating snowballs with eyes and a nose. And they have wings. Sorry,
Okay.
they're not just floating. And upon searching throughout the pass, they found one building which had, from what they could tell, all of the inhabitants of the pass area of the guard post in it, and they were all blown up.
Okay.
They weren't like, it wasn't like an explosion from a bomb. It was actually internal that they blew up. They exploded. Their bodies literally exploded.
Yeah. All right.
And the armor that they found was was kind of evidence of that. The chest was blown out, and the stomach area was expanded out like it contained a blast.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm just gonna kind of do the meep and duck out and not look good. I'm just gonna look at him and just point.
And you said there's no tracks in this whole area? If we
No.
take a look around?
Oh, also let me, the blood that you saw in the tent is all crystallized and frozen.
So it was a while.
All right. Well, I see her face poke on out, and I kind of run on over, and
I'm gonna go quietly throw up over there.
okay. I'm gonna poke my head on in and see the scene, and yell on out that there's some there's bodies in here, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna yell that there's
Well, there's a body and bits of a body.
gonna yell out that there's remains in here to Katerin and the rest of the party.
Yeah, I'll go check it out. I'll just look around inside as well, see if I see anything discernible as, tracks or anything that would let me hazard a guess as to what came in here. I mean, I can presume that it's the ice methods and such, but we'll just look and see if there's any proof of such.
You don't see any, like, chunks of ice that you saw previously. Give me a perception check. Looking around, you see coin, you see furs of different animals. Like you see a fox pelt and a wolf pelt. You see a pelt that has bones going along where the back would be, where the spine would be. But you don't see anything that you would consider as telling. You do identify the armor as a similar explosion as to what you saw previously. But that's about all that you discover from inside. Does anybody wish to loot the tent? Or
Well,
are you guys
I'm
just going to leave it?
Throwing up, so I can't loot anything.
Well, all you said were in there was the 2 swords and the fragments of exploded armor, right?
In
No, the second tent
tent?
had the 2 swords and the jacket, the fur jacket,
Oh, the jacket, right.
the heavy fur jacket.
And Don doesn't recognize these people as having been part of the village?
Do I recognize them?
There's nothing to recognize. One of them
There's no
has no...
signias, no signals, no pieces of cloth,
So,
nothing.
the first one has no head. And the second one, well, there isn't much of a body left. So no, you can't really, like, say, hey, that's Bob or that's Alex.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, yeah. I will say that Torn, definitely, it's the third tent, right, with the bodies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything in here, Torn won't want to have looted. He's gonna want to try to. Oh, that one over there. Okay. He's gonna want to try to put them to put their bodies to rest, if possible. So. But the other tents are fine for looting and taking, but this one is obviously some sort of scene of something that went wrong. So.
Well, I'm gonna get done throwing up. and I'm gonna just sneak back into the tent and just sort of make sure that there's nothing interesting. I'm not gonna enjoy it.
Oh, in that tent? Okay.
In that
You
and I'm gonna
see-
like dry heave much.
Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I don't want to.
you just throw up everywhere, or what happens?
Don't do it. Don't do it. I have to clean that up.
No, you don't. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's gonna suck. Oh God.
You go in and you start trying to sift around. You raise up one of the baskets and it has like an arm dangling out of it. And as you raise up the basket, the arm lets go of whatever was holding it in, and you see just like the gored stump of what's left of the shoulder portion fall, and you lose it. You just start, you gag and you start throwing up.
That's horrible. I'm just gonna throw up then.
How much did you
while
eat?
you're throwing up, you do not find anything. Oh, she's a little fat little halfling.
I totally am. It's amazing.
She loves
the
her
things
food.
you can- Yeah.
So,
And
yeah,
not
you don't.
gross things.
Do you want to like try to continue searching while you're throwing up?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Walking
my
around.
goodness.
She's just gonna. I mean, she's gonna try to hold it in, but
Uh,
and just like not look at stuff. If she can look at not that stuff, then she should be kind of okay.
just
Unless
like close
it's,
your
like,
eyes and start
everywhere.
feeling around.
No, I mean, you know, it's just if she can kind of not look at the bodies right now, she should be able to calm down.
Give me
Like,
a
look at
perception
other
check.
things. So,
But you're gonna be at disadvantage.
well, mom is a disadvantage. Alright, what disadvantage?
What do you mean?
Oh, right, I don't put that into it. Oh, boink.
You and your rolls tonight. Ooh,
Did I miss? Holy shit.
yeah, that's your second 4 for tonight. You don't see anything. You pick up about 10 silver, and you find a small silver dagger. But nothing too really expensive or valuable.
It's okay. I can always use another thing to throw.
It's true.
I will give the silver to the dragon because I don't need it, and I will keep the dagger.
Okay, so Dawn, on
Yep.
your character sheet.
Yep.
You should have a place for money.
I'm working on it right now. So it's SP?
Yes.
Silver pieces.
How much was it?
10.
You got it.
Is that just a
So-
basic silver dagger?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
nothing
no, it's fine.
special.
Just wanna put it in there. I like having things to throw.
Alright, and by now it's getting fairly dark. You do see that the camp does have a pile of firewood off to the... It's a little bit far off, but there is a small pile. And
I
there's a
don't
fire pit.
sleep here. It's gross.
I'm actually perfectly fine to sleep in one of the other tents.
I don't want to sleep here. It's gross.
Where? How far away is this woodpile?
It's off to like the top right. It's below this tree.
Oh, that's not too far.
I can't even see the fucking camera. Where the hell is it?
It's 12 feet away.
Why is everything dark? I cannot see anything. It's like all black. I saw the little calculator, the little rangefinder, and that was it.
What did you...
I didn't do anything.
That is 12 feet away, okay? That's
See,
half
I can
of me.
see. only the line, but I can't actually see anything
Your
else.
stuff is broken. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, you should be able to see everything.
I can't see.
How big is this? I want to start a fire. I don't particularly feel like I want to be inside any of those tents
true.
really. So, wait, you said the first one didn't have crap in it, right? Didn't have anything in it.
The first and second don't have anything. Talira, can you see stuff now?
Ah, yes, thank you.
Are we? So just a question. Are we supposed to like move our dudes as we do stuff here, or is that something you're supposed to do?
That is mostly so for like right now when
So,
I'm
like-
just describing stuff.
Yeah.
It's more of theater of the mind. You can, if you choose to, you can feel free.
Right.
But it's more theater of the mind for this.
Okay.
And then the actual maps are more for like combat or
Okay.
for me to show you like what a town looks like or to give you a good sense of scale.
Okay. Well, just as you were talking, like we were talking about, this is the throw-up tent, and I was like, well, if I'm here, and the halfling is here, I would have been like, yo, go out and puke on that tree, man. Like, get out of the way. So,
You don't tell me.
just wondering. So you said that the. See, I want to move myself here, and if you're telling me that right over here is the wood, then before I go to bed, I wanna kind of grab some wood and make a little fire. Cause
Yeah, you're perfectly able to pile some wood on top of each other and slowly. It takes you a good portion of time, but you're able to get the fire finally started, and it illuminates the area so you guys are able to see.
Illuminating the area, Summoner.
well, cause I'm also like there's the wolves and there's dead people here and
I'm
So-
gonna go hang out by that log. Next to the fire.
It's light, so we're gonna call it 20 feet. 360 degrees. Opposite. Now.
So everyone else went to bed inside the tent.
Now you guys should see. It
Cool.
should look different to you
Yep.
now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Night has fallen, and you guys have the fire going. Feel free to let me. Do you guys want me to move your tokens? Or
There we
do you
go.
guys want-
That's where I am.
I think we're gonna. I'm not going in anything.
Katarion's
so-
crashing
so-
out early.
Bone Boy's sleeping already. He don't give a shit. There's no wolves to talk to. And there's no bones to pick off. He don't give a shit, so he's sleeping.
Exactly.
What'd you say, Devin?
So is this a camp that we set up, or is this a camp that we stumbled onto?
Well, if you had been
That's-
here when you said you were gonna be, no.
Or to punch you in the throat, Janet? It was your mom witchcraft that kept me away.
Yeah, no, you guys just stumbled upon this.
Okay, do we know what's in these tents? Do we check?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we sure do.
Excuse me. Well then, I'm just gonna go fucking sit out here by the fire.
So
It's
the-
probably for the
the
best.
first-
Avoid the puke.
the first and second tent don't have anything really too alarming in them. They were inhabited. One of them has like 2 swords, and the other one has a small metal pot that people cooked with, and the third one has a decapitated
Piles
body.
of vomit everywhere.
Oh,
Trails of vomit everywhere. Yes, thanks. Courtesy of Mrs. Talira over there. She couldn't hold her stomach.
classic woman.
And then there's also a suit of armor that has been blown out. It looks similar to the past that something happened to, that people died, and does anybody know what happened?
They exploded.
As far as I know, we still don't know. We just know that they were exploding from the inside.
I'm being completely facetious because of the way that you talk to my NPCs.
Oh,
Oh, he says.
So, Dawn, when they arrived in Brighthold, Devin over here walked up to the first person that he saw and was like, "Hey, so
I
we
have no
just got
recollection of
here,"
this.
and
Stop lying, Kyle. It's not nice to tell lies.
he goes, "So, um, we just got here and we were at camp and people were like blown up and people died, and do you know what happened?" And the guard looked at him like he was insane.
I'm pretty sure Turin heard a rumor about that. That's great. The very strange people who came in. That's great. Yeah.
All the worst fucking NPCs ever.
He also broke into an NPC's house, assuming that it was the inn that the guard was about to point Katarian to. And he ran around town saying, "Hi, I'm Jaden." That's pretty much it, and then leaving awkwardly.
Wow.
Oh,
So
I
not
hate
only
you
do we
all.
have snow, but we have a special snowflake. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
fuck you
Jaden is.
all. Fuck your mothers. Fuck your brothers. Fuck your fathers.
Uh,
Oh, poor Devin. He's
so
almost like a
yeah.
misunderstood white kid.
Oh, and I guess that means I'm about to go shoot some shit up then. Or not.
Oh snap!
Let me go find the nearest school.
All right. Hold on. So, yeah. So you know what's in the tents now? Night has fallen on the camp, and the previous howling that was heard before has started to pick up. It's fairly off in the distance at the current moment, but you guys can hear it.
Well, I'm not gonna be sleeping
Yep, because like nobody, we're not doing like a Overwatch tonight, right? Because we got little tents and nice little shelter and shit. So that's not a thing tonight, right?
Oh, I'll stay up and be up on
Oh,
the
I'm
lookout.
still planning to keep watching.
I was gonna say, you still
Right.
should have watch, even if you have tents, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep after seeing those claw marks. And then hearing the howling.
When the wind blows, Talira gets scared.
Yeah,
This
well,
is true.
she was right last time, and then
Yeah.
I told her she was full of shit, and then I had to carry her all day. So, all right. Well, so we still got our fire going. As always, Torin will say he'll take first watch for sure. So whenever that comes to be, and as necessary, I'll go grab myself some more
I wonder if we should do
firewood.
partners in case anybody decides to
So-
fall asleep.
You know what, Kyle? Talira is the pretty little thing that lives in the house.
I'm going to come over there and I'm going to hurt you.
Also, Kyle, I told you, I looked up the ending to the movie. Like, that ghost did not choke her to death. She literally, when she saw the ghost, she literally got so scared she died.
Yeah. Anyway, it's
What movie? That movie you guys are talking about?
Don't spoil it. Shut up. I'm gonna watch it.
It's not like I'm gonna watch it.
It's just called I Am a Pretty Little Thing That Lives in the House. It's on Netflix. But anyway, go ahead, Kyle.
I'm gonna smack you.
yeah, ruined. Rip. So you guys have set up camp. Torin is starting his first watch. Give me a survival check, please, Torin.
You got it. In just a moment. When I find it. I think that was it. Did I do it?
Yeah, you did it.
Not very
Sure
well, I
did
don't
it.
think.
As your watch wears on and
Oh god, he's gonna fall asleep.
you cozy up real nice to the fire, it's a really comforting contrast to the biting cold around you. You slowly slip into slumber.
This is bullshit.
Now, do I notice this? Because I'm not asleep. I'm just sort of like scared. So
Everybody
I don't
went
know,
to
what
bed.
no, she's just chilling by the log. Like she can't. She's not gonna sleep.
Actually, well, if you're just sitting on the log with Torin, like you can just like prod him awake or whatnot if you see him dozing.
I'm gonna put snow down his shirt.
Dick. I mean,
That's just rude.
whatever. Okay, so as I'm falling asleep, I then feel crazy cold snow and go, oh goodness.
You're falling asleep.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Sorry. And then what I'm going to do is so that I don't fall asleep is I'm going to get my buns up and I'm going to start walking around.
Okay. So as you're walking, you notice the howling getting closer, and the familiar sounds in the snow draw nearer to your camp. Give me a perception check, please.
Christ. Give you a perception check.
So as you squint your eyes and you try and look into the darkness, you see eyes glaring back at you. It takes you off guard for a moment.
Are these are I'm gonna assume they're below me, right? They're not eyes up in the sky, they're eyes down on the ground.
Yeah.
Alright. And are they somewhere like where we came in, or are they?
They're off in this direction.
Toots, will you stop?
You said this direction. Where's this direction? Sorry.
Did you not see my ping?
No, I did not. I'm having issues with this map here. Just cardinal directions work.
Northeast.
Oh, so behind tent 1 and 2. Okay. Yep. And I see eyes, right?
Yes.
Are they reflecting from the fire, or are they glowing by themselves?
This set is glowing by themselves.
Okay. Since I'm from this area, is that abnormal? Or is that something like, hey, y'all need to wake up, this is freaking me out?
It's definitely not common.
Okay. Well, since Jaden's still here, and my little halfling friend, I'm gonna be like, hey, there's just one pair of glowing eyes, right?
One is too many.
That you can see.
That I can see, right, because I'm blind as hell. So I'm gonna be like, hey, some glowing eyes over there. I'm just gonna, try to alert them without waking everybody else up yet, because Katerin is sleeping, and so I'm gonna be like, can you see those over there? What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna think they're terrifying, and I'm gonna want to throw something at them.
Well, I'm gonna get up, and I'm also since trademark. I ain't nobody's bitch. Can I see the eyes?
Stay away from the fake bear. Bad things happen.
What kind of eyes are they? Do they look human? Do they look like animal eyes? What kind of eyes do they look like?
So,
I'm gonna peer over the wall.
were you not asleep?
No, I was just saying, like, if this happened within like an hour or so, no, I didn't go to sleep.
No, this wasn't like something immediate.
Oh.
Well, I can.
Well, needless to
I'll be
say,
more than happy to go shove
Jaden-
snow down your shirt too.
Jaden didn't go to sleep because he felt bad about falling asleep earlier with the wolves, so now he's just plastered awake.
Okay. That's fine with me if that's what you want to do.
I'm so tempted to go throw a snowball at one of the mules.
Do it.
Just be like, go away. Wait a minute. I have magic hand. I could just dump snow on it.
So, it's like I said, it's not something common, and you're able to. Let's see here. What did you want to do from there? Noticing them, did you wanted to just talk to Talira about it? Don.
When I noticed them, sorry, I mentioned it to the other people because I had assumed, my apologies, that it was at the beginning of my watch. I didn't realize it was later on. Just to be like, hey, can you see that? And I might, since now that I know that it's a little bit later in my watch, I might actually walk out to where, to where the light ends, somewhere 8 feet away, in between these two tents here. I might actually move out over here, just to try and see if I can see anything else.
Why don't you take a stick with you and, like...
I got a big-ass shield and a sword. I need to get a damn stick.
Oh my god, a flaming stick.
You don't notice anything else other than those eyes are very unwavering. They watch you, and you can tell as you move, they follow you.
So, like, I come over here, and it's still looking at me.
Yes.
Is it growling? Is it making a noise change? Is it moving? It's just staying there? They're following me around, but they're not threatening.
Completely silent.
I think I'm gonna stare it down. I'm gonna stay right here, and I'm going to look directly at those eyes, and
watch as the rest of the, or not notice as the rest of the pack come in and eat everybody.
Hey,
else.
listen, that's what
They're
you
like,
guys in the back are for. You guys are the snacks. So, yeah, Torin, just the way he is, like, he's not gonna yell, he's not gonna wake anybody. He's just gonna sit there because it's not threatening or aggressive. So he's gonna stand right there. He's just gonna watch and look.
And I'm over here like, what are you doing?
Right. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Talira asked you what you're doing.
I'm not gonna break my staring at these eyes, watching. I'm just gonna say, in like a hushed voice that, whatever this is, if it thinks that we're food or threatening, that I'm not gonna waver. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stand right here. I'm gonna stand my ground. This is where we're sleeping, and if they want to come in, they got to come in through me first. And
you realize there are other ways in, right?
That may be, but this one right here is like, so what I'll say to you is, do you see anything else? Do you see anything else around right now?
As you guys are conversing,
oh god,
the eyes slowly close and aren't seen any longer.
Like I'm gonna be able to sleep.
Okay, so there's no more eyes. Torn, of course, is gonna check in on Katerin real quick, and then move his way back towards the fire. He's, after he looked to make sure he didn't hear anything, he didn't see anything. He's gonna make his way back to the fire, and just to be safe, throw a couple more logs and sticks on the fire. I'm assuming it must be close to the end of his shift, but whoever he's going to be relaying, he's going to be telling all that information too. So.
Okay. Yeah, it gets to the end of your shift and you're able to transfer over and poke. Who's up next for watch?
Assuming we follow the same as last time, I guess it'd be me.
Get up. Give
That's
me your
not-
warm bed.
I'm gonna like doze off in front of the fire. Because no matter how scary.
I think yours was initially intended to be after mine, Chris. But last time we just kind of skipped you because Devin went.
No, Chris won. I think, didn't you?
So, I need to sleep. I hung out for half an hour later.
Okay. We'll end it after this camp because we're nearing about 3 hours anyway, which is a pretty decent amount of time. If we want to play again tomorrow night, if everybody can get together, then we can. I have plenty of material for that, so.
Yeah, that should be
Sounds like
okay.
a plan to me.
Are you actually gonna be here, Devin?
Yeah, Saturday's my day off, so it's just
It's-
Friday is really really iffy because it just depends on if my client just needs a bunch of shit done, which for some reason Friday nights he always needs all sorts of shit done.
Don't worry
which
about it.
Fucking kills me.
I'll roll
You're
18s,
like, dude,
hit you with a rock.
Great.
Okay, so next, Johnny.
Yep.
So you're poked awake by your teammate,
Poke.
and
Okay, yeah, I'll just go some watch. I mean,
do you relay the
Yes,
information?
of course.
to-
So I explained that that I saw eyes, that I walked out to as far as the light went. They nothing threatening, but they were watching. I felt uneasy, but I didn't break. They eventually closed. They went away. Didn't see anything. Went back to the campfire. Stocked it up to make sure that our fire would be nice and strong. And since it was at the end of my shift, I came in and poked him and told him it was time to wake up. And then I found my bedroll and jumped into it. So
in the middle of the transferal. So, Torin, you don't see this. Katarian, you do. Talira, you do not.
I'm like half asleep anyway.
So you, Katarian, off to the western side of your camp. You suddenly see an extremely large wolf hop onto a large, essentially snow-covered platform.
okay.
And it arches its back and lets out a extremely loud, piercing howl that seems to echo throughout off the mountains and throughout the tundra.
Well, I'm awake now.
Well, I'm going to facilitate once again, speaking to my little homie here.
You're gonna try and talk to him.
Yep. And be like, "What's up, man?"
Is there a check for that? There is, right?
Well, I mean, it's just at this point, it's not really a check because I'm not doing anything but just saying hi. I mean, technically, once if I'm trying to convince him of something or whatnot, then it would be a persuasion or intimidate check. But
Gotcha. Yeah. So it responds in a very snarling, barking voice. I only listen to my master.
Well, where's your master? I'd like to meet him.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would. That's why I asked.
I just shrugged.
What are you doing
Is
in
there
our
something I can help you
lands?
with? We're just traveling through. Stopped here for the
No,
night since these tents are already here.
No adventurers just travel through these parts.
Well, we came here originally to check up on what was up with my polar bear homies up north, and then we got some Wendigo issues we had to deal with, and now we're just trying to see what's going on. Trying to see if I can find out what's going on with my polar bear homies.
Who are you seeking out?
Well, I don't know, because until I find out what's going on with my polar bear homies, I don't have anywhere specific to go other than to try to find them.
What the fuck was that?
That was a deer. Sorry. Why do they make such weird noises?
The wolf snarls and says, "You're not answering my question."
I can't give you more of an answer than the answer to your question. If you can tell me who is making my bears be not normal, then that would be who I'm seeking. If you can't tell me that, then I really can't give you an answer.
He says, controlling beasts sounds like my master.
Then that would be who I'm seeking.
Why do you seek my master?
To find out why he's controlling the beasts.
Why does it matter to you? You're an outsider.
Because all beasts, especially the bears, are my kin.
You're an orc.
You know what? Let me actually read the spell and see if because I'm pretty sure I should be able to talk to him even if I turn into a bear.
Don't worry, Janet. We're almost done.
Okay.
So let her die.
She's falling asleep by the fire anyways. Whatever.
I am not asleep. There was a.
Yeah, it
fucking
doesn't say I
howling
can't, so
wolf.
I'm gonna turn into a bear.
Okay. You assume the form of a bear, and it kind of snarls.
And then I'm gonna tell him the orc is just one of the forms I choose to utilize.
God, Terry, it fucking kills me.
Katarian WS bear. That changed your stats and everything, right?
Yeah.
And you can still see, right?
Mm-hmm.
He should. He gains night vision as a bear.
Show that
HP is
35 HP.
34.
Now it changed. Okay, it was just now changed for me.
Yeah, for some reason the first box didn't carry over the attribute.
Although it still has the 16 for AC as well.
Is that the wrong? Hold on. Let me check the token properties. AC, no armor.
Babe, you okay in there? Baby?
AC.
Babe.
There we go. There you go. You're at 11.
All right,
Babe, are
perfect.
you okay?
Alright, what are you doing, Katarian?
Are you okay? Are you
Nah,
okay?
that's what I just told him, that half orc was just one of the forms I choose to utilize.
Baby, what's wrong? Come here.
Evan, mute yourself. Thank you. It kind of laughs and it says, "No. You smell orc."
Well, no shit, I was just in the form of an orc, as you so kindly pointed out.
A bear smells like a bear, an orc smells like an orc.
Yeah, and I'll bet you if your sniffer ain't completely broke, I smell like about both right now.
No, you smell like an orc.
Then your sniffer is broke. No wonder you're so lost as to walk into my camp.
Dare insult me?
I'll rear up to my full height, making him look, reasonably small by comparison. I'm just calling the facts as they are. If you can't tell the difference between a bear and an orc, that ain't my fault.
It rears its head back and lets loose another piercing howl. Suddenly, eyes light up around the camp around you. The fuck was that?
Man.
that was Talira crapping her pants. Well, not literally, but.
Suddenly, you realize quite how many things were around your camp. He says, "Trust me, this isn't a fight you want to pick."
Oh, I tried to be peaceable. You're the one wanting to pick a fight.
Man, why? There's so many wolves.
It kind of... This wolf seems to have like a human, or not really a human range of emotions, but it can actually show emotions, and it kind of has smirks. And it takes a running leap off of the platform that it was on. And that is where I think we'll end it.
Woo woo!
Does it land on Katerin's face?
Katern waves his bear balls at a wolf. A wolf jumps out of the darkness and gives him the finger. Wait until next week.
So,
In the next episode of.
Dragon Ball Z. God damn it, I hated that shit.
I don't think I ever watched it.
No, I didn't hate Dragon Ball Z as a thing.
Oh,
I
just the
hated
whole-
that ending where it was like,
Yeah. I'll be back.
tune in next time on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. It's like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Alright. Do we level up or not? I'm pretty sure we.
No, you guys each
We've just been
gain.
wandering around in the fucking winter.
I was gonna say,
Um,
stared at fucking
No, but-
trees.
so the way that I run this campaign is not only because Johnny and I were talking while I was at work one day, and he was like, one of the biggest issues and one of the biggest reasons why I don't like role playing is because no DMs really reward it. Every aspect of gameplay should be rewarded. And so I reward not only combat points, but I also reward, like, I'll usually give a flat amount of experience at the end of a session. If there was no combat done, then I'll still give role-playing experience, and that still counts as, like, normal experience. So each of you guys can have 1,000 experience. Actually, no. Take that back. Sorry, I need to take that way back. 500 experience each.
So we should all be at 53, 52.
Except for me.
And that counts you as well, Torin.
Oh, so what's my number again? 50
53, 52 out of 6,500.
out of 6,500. Okay.